Hi, it's me, it's Chanel, here from the Heart and Soul. I'm back. Shortly after the last time I sent out a video, I was diagnosed with an appendicitis and had to have an emergency appendectomy. And it's been a frustrating kind of month trying to get back on track with life, getting my energy back, healing, letting my body heal, even though I do a very physical job, teaching dance and teaching yoga, aside from this part of my work and my life. So it's been a bit of a crazy month, but it's given me a lot of time to think. And one of the things that I've decided is to do a monthly oracle card reading video instead of a weekly video. I'm finding it really hard to get into my schedule on a weekly basis. And I just want to be really fair to you guys who, take the time to listen to these videos and hear what's going on. So I'm going to do a monthly video, and then I'm going to do check-ins all in between. So you can follow me on my Facebook page, Chanel from the Heart and Soul, and I will have quotes, posts about my life, spiritual guidance and information, as well as I'm going to throw cards out there every once in a while, giving you a card of the day, or maybe just a mini reading for a week whenever I can sneak it in. I've never been somebody who likes to stick within the rules and the confines of things. I kind of like to have the flexibility to kind of do what I want and be able to work with my creativity. And I find that sometimes having to do that weekly video, as much as I love bringing it to you, sometimes it's hard to sneak it into my week, or I'm just not in a place to sit down with the cards. So this way I feel like I'm going to be able to give you a lot more of myself, a lot clearer information over the coming weeks and months by doing it this way. So once a month, big email out with a newsletter, information for what's going on for the month, and the monthly read. Then after that, little tidbits here and there all month long, maybe weekly readings, maybe not. So Facebook, and the other place for my videos is of course my YouTube channel, Chanel from the Heart and Soul, there too. So to the important part. We're going to use the Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides Oracle Cards by Stephen Farmer. This is what I was drawn to today. And we're going to draw one card at a time and just talk about the energy for the upcoming week. And we're going to do, of course, the month of May 2016. So for the first week, we are pulling the card Wolverine. So this card, You're a Lot Tougher Than You Think, is quite appropriate. It seems like April brought a lot of chaos and commotion, and May really seems to be about kind of more standing still, figuring things out, readjusting. A lot of people I know in April had injuries or things that went on in the body, illnesses, an appendicitis, emergency surgery, that sort of thing that kind of slowed us down. We have committed to purging certain things from our lives, and these physical injuries and these physical manifestations are really our body really committing to letting it go. When I took a look at what an appendicitis represents, it really represented fear and things that I had been working through and had really committed, like literally the day before, to conquer. I had booked 2 healing appointments and was right on the right track. So this card, Wolverine, is perfect for the first week of this month, and it's really about standing in your own power and really understanding truly how amazing you are. You are tougher than you think. You are more resilient than you think. So, be kind and be gentle with yourself. Be proud of yourself and who you are and what you stand for in this upcoming week. This is going to be a theme over the course of the month. It is going to be a bit of a tumultuous month for a lot of people. It feels like a clearing up so that there is a new phase coming. And it definitely, I keep on seeing a new cycle happening for summer. I'm not sure if it's June or July. They haven't really been very clear. I just keep on getting this energy of summer. Spring is really about licking our wounds and healing that has to happen. So second card here, Emu. This is a good time to go on a new adventure. And 2016, like I said before, is all about a new adventure. It's all about choosing a pathway and really following it over the course of the year. It's about conquering something in your life or taking a new step in a new adventure, a new pathway, new career, new love life, whatever it is. Everybody has something they're working on this year. So in the second week of May, with the card the Emu, they're asking you to acknowledge your inner child and acknowledge the playfulness that needs to come out. It is an aspect of our lives that we often put secondary, that being silly is not appropriate necessarily, but it's something that brings us such freedom. So whether that's, indulging in something fun that you love to do, going for a bike ride or roller skating, or whether that's an adventure, going on a vacation, whatever you need to do to indulge that inner child in you. Go out for ice cream. Get the biggest one you can get with lots of whipped cream and sprinkles and a cherry on top. Whatever it is, indulge your inner child. This action of indulging your inner child is really going to advance your healing that you're doing right now. It's going to refuel the body and the soul, and we need to remember to do that on a regular basis. Go for a walk, splash in the water at the beach, whatever it is. Using your inner child will re-energize the soul. So make sure you're taking time for that this month as well, especially in that second week of May. So for the third week of May, we've got the Manatee card. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. I love this card. I'll put it back up for you again for a moment. We often fight so hard to change things, and sometimes they're not meant to be changed. They're just the way that they're supposed to be, and that there's no fighting that has to happen. For me, in this past month, it's been a lesson that when things happen, they just happen, and we don't have a lot of choice. I didn't do anything to get an appendicitis other than maybe be a little too busy. I take good care of myself. I'm generally healthy. I am physically fit. It just happened. And emergency surgery was not in my plan for the month of April. There was no time for it. I had 2 dance competitions with my dance girls and my own daughter. I had work that needed to be done, teaching dance, teaching yoga. So I had to succumb to it. I had to surrender to what had to happen. And I had to surrender to being still. I had to surrender to being quiet. I had to surrender to not being as physically fit as I normally am. 1 yoga class in an entire month is really not the way I usually roll. So I could have fought it. I could have done things that I shouldn't have done and, took longer to heal, had more pain. But instead, I took the opportunity to be very quiet. Even doing things like being on the computer or holding my cell phone were difficult because everything we do tends to use those core muscles that were, injured in having surgery and needed to heal. And they needed the time for me to lie there and relax. So, and I've said it a million times before, one of my favorite quotes is about flowing around the river, flowing around the mountain on the river instead of climbing it to go over it. So this month, really look at the things that are going on, especially in this third week of May. Like, look at what's happening and acknowledge that it's there and question whether or not it's something that needs to be changed or if it's something that just needs to be accepted and move forward from. It can be incredibly difficult to accept things the way they are, but there is such joy in the freedom that it will bring. I promise you it is worth the pain on the flip side. So, last week of May. Woo, it's a unicorn! Woohoo! Unicorns. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. So I'm going to throw that back up there again for you. During this last week of May, I'm being told that it's a time for planning, a time for sitting down and taking time to figure things out. And when I say figure things out, you don't need to know exactly how things are going to happen. You don't need to know how they're going to unfold. You need to just know where you'd like to go. Look at how you feel every single day, and where do you want to go with that? How do you want to feel every morning when you wake up? How do you want to feel when you go to work every day? Does your job give you the feelings and emotions that you're looking for? Does the partner that you're with, does the home that you live in, does the city that you live in give you the feelings and the emotions that you want to live each and every day? There's a lot of good information. Abraham Hicks, Danielle Laporte, they often talk about these core desired feelings. And the universe is asking you to get clear on those. Get clear on what's important to you, and that will help to really manifest in this next transition and this next opening of energy that's happening this summer. Early summer, I want to still lean into June, kind of towards the end of June, that this shift will be felt. So take the time this last week of May and really sit with the energy. You know, what do you want to feel like every single day? One of my favorite videos by Abraham Hicks is Preparing for the Vortex. And I watched that video over and over and over again. And if you flip back some posts in my Facebook page, I'm sure you'll find me posting it. I post it every once in a blue moon when I've had another purge of it, where I've watched it over and over and over again, getting the messages from Abraham. But take a look at that video. It's great. It talks about how we can feel our way to the next step into manifesting the things that we want. It really is how we're feeling that carries an energy forward into the universe. So carry an energy of freedom, of peace, of ease, of comfort, of trust, moving it forward. Again, a month of kind of stillness, still healing over this next month. Take it easy, be kind to yourself, and keep an eye out for those mini readings that are coming to help you through the weeks and all those tough spots. From my heart and soul to yours, I will see you the beginning of June.